All right, just gonna do a quick video showcasing the capabilities of this somewhat rare shortwave receiver made in the early 80s, late 70s, I believe, from Bearcat. And this is the Bearcat DX1000. This one's in pretty good shape. I got it off of eBay. You can sometimes find these every now and then for around $100 to $200. This one was in really good condition. It has the option of putting 4 D-cell batteries in the back of it, as well as some AA batteries for the memory function of it. But it's a pretty big radio. You wouldn't want to necessarily run it off of the D-cell battery. So I've got a power supply hooked up to it, and it does the regular AC voltage on the back. You know, this radio gets a lot of bad press from people saying that it's not sensitive, it's got a poor front end, the selectivity of it's just crap, but I beg to differ. That being said, I do have it hooked up to a reasonable antenna. It's on a off-center fed dipole out there, and we are in a quiet zone out in the middle of the desert. But I do want to showcase the radio and what it is capable of when you have it hooked up to a good antenna. Here we are on WWV 10 megahertz, and I'm actually hearing Hawaii. And I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, and we're actually hearing the Hawaii side of WWV, which is a good sign already.
At the tone, 22 hours.
And the way you know that you're hearing, when you're listening to WWV, and this stands for any radio, obviously, if you hear two voices, if you hear a female voice and you hear a male voice, the male voice is coming out of Fort Collins, Colorado. The female voice is coming out of Hawaii. It's great for propagation, and obviously WWV is on 10 megahertz. It's also on 5 megahertz. Let's see if we hear it. Yep. Also good there. I mean, great signal strength. I'm getting 20 over on a radio that's almost 40 years old. Pretty basic features. We're on the narrow filter right now at 2.7, 6, and 12. 6 has a dimmer. The dimmer works. Noise blanker and faster, slow, and then automatic gain control down here. The step size is the tuning.
Hours, 53 minutes.
Up here you've got a tone setting, which is basically bass and treble, I guess. You got a RF attenuator down here that's actually pretty effective. Squelch. And then fine tune. The fine tune is when you're in upper sideband or lower sideband, or even CW for that matter. You can fine tune like a beat frequency oscillator of sorts. It's got lights up on the top here that show you the different functions. Let's go into the 20 meter ham band and see if we can hear some stuff. Right now it's winter field day. Oh, there we go. Go to upper sideband, and I'll demonstrate this fine tune here. I got a manual here. You see those lights lit up.
In and out, just readable, like I say.
There you go.
What's my report? Give me my signal report, please. Yeah, 5656. Roger that. Thank you very much. I don't think we're going to be able to do it, Bill. But
this is the DX1000. So upper, lower sideband. Again, the selectivity of it's not the greatest. I can hear these adjacent stations on it, and we're at a 2.7 kilohertz filter.
Okay, appreciate that. Boy, just in and out. 5 and 9.
There's another one. And it's really quiet. It's a surprisingly quiet receiver.
73, thank you. QRZ Japan from DI2 Charlie Charlie.
Front firing speaker, which is really nice. See if we can find any short wave stations here. Take it out of manual mode. And we're in AM now. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything on the shortwave bands right now, but I'm probably not looking in the right spot either, so.
Sunday. Variable wind speed.
That's his maritime weather on 13190 upper sideband. And listen, from Arizona.
Monday. North to northwest winds 5 to 15 knots. Seas 5 to 6 feet.
Getting
Monday
a
night. North to northwest winds 5 to 15
S7 rating there. I mean, that's
Seas 5 to 6
a beautiful
Tuesday.
sounding signal.
North to northwest winds 5 to 15 knots. Seas 5 to 7 feet. Tuesday night. Variable winds less than 10 knots. Seas 6 to 8 feet. Wednesday.
Incredible.
Southwest winds.
Let's see if we can get an AM station. And this has got a nice flywheel effect to it. There we go. The distant station. Listen to that. It sounds like it's out of Asia. So there she is, in all her glory. A bunch of stuff here that don't really use. It does have two different types of clocks on it, time zones, and memory, you name it. Yeah, that's the DX1000 from Bearcat. Microprocessor controlled 10 kilohertz through 30 megahertz and 10 memory channels. Ooh. My name's Chad, call sign N7PHX, and we're showcasing this on the Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie Mesa Amateur Radio Club YouTube radio review. 73. Some radar noise in there. It literally just went offline. And so are we. Bye.